What's up? I'm Michael.
And I'm Ryan.
And this is All Day Unpacked. Hey, today we are coming at you with our top 5 offensive players who do not have a moment yet. So Ryan and I went through all the players that don't have moments yet and tried to find kind of our best 5 players that people should be most excited for getting a moment.
And I think the list is pretty outstanding. And there's some names where you're going to be like, wow, this guy doesn't have a moment. So I wonder if they just have a play that's coming from an earlier week that they just know that that's such a good play that they want to hold off. But kind of odd that, you got guys like Davis Mills that have so many moments, but then you've got some of these guys that don't.
Yeah, and I think injury played a part in it too for a few of them. But the one thing I'll say real quick is we didn't include Ezekiel Elliott because we all know he does have a moment coming out. So he probably would have made the top 5, but was not included just because we do know he has a confirmed moment now. So number 5 for us is Justin Fields from the Chicago Bears, the quarterback. And the reason why is he's the only rookie quarterback that doesn't have a moment that played. And so, you're looking at a guy like Trey Lance who barely saw the field, who has a legendary, and Justin Fields has nothing.
I'm hoping that moment's going to be that Buffalo Bills sack where they knocked his helmet off. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, I really think he actually deserves a moment. I mean, it's like he's played pretty well, and it's like he's out there, and it's like this is his chance. So yeah, let's give it to him. What moment do you think that Justin Fields should actually get his moment of?
There's a play, and I think it was against San Francisco, and they're down almost in like the red zone, and he has this crazy scramble where he loops around and runs it in for a touchdown. I would feel like that's probably going to be his introductory moment, or if not, if he gets a legendary or a rare, it's going to be focused on that particular moment.
And what's your opinion on guys like Justin Fields, Trey Lance getting legendaries, like when they really don't have any plays? I mean, I guess everybody needs a rookie, but a legendary, is that, what do you think on that?
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to see Justin Fields come in with like a rare for his rookie moment, or a common. But again, I'm not super sold on legendaries. I mean, you look at a guy like Trey Lance, he hasn't even won the confidence of the team, and there's this, the price of his legendaries, above some proven guys out there. And so,
absolutely.
Quarterbacks have a premium, and guys that don't even perform have, you've seen how much they're going for. All right, number 4, another quarterback making the list here, Lamar Jackson. I mean, this guy's a league MVP, right? You gotta have a moment. I'm trying to think all the weeks that All Day has done so far. He may have been hurt because those were all Huntley and Josh Johnson weeks. So I don't know if he was playing during those weeks. That may be why he doesn't have a moment.
Did they make the playoffs? The Ravens made the playoffs, didn't they?
No, they did not.
Ooh, okay.
So I think that's why we're not seeing a Lamar Jackson moment. But I'd have to look back to see if he was hurt in I think week 13 is when they started, but I think he was hurt by that point.
Because they do have a Tyler Huntley and they have a
Josh Johnson. Yeah.
That's got to be it, but still,
yeah, it hurts.
They should have planned the weeks better, because that's just. I mean, he's like he's like a face of the league. He's gotta have something.
I have a feeling he might be in this next drop. He just may have not been confirmed yet, so I think he should be for sure. All right, number 3, another guy who who's struggled to see the field with injuries, Christian McCaffrey, running back for Carolina Panthers.
Right, and I'm guessing he's going to fall in the same predicament because he was hurt late in the season, wasn't he? So
he might have been hurt. I think he was hurt early in the season, so he has missed so many games. It's like I've lost track of when he does play. It's like he's missed so many games lately. Curious.
Hey, how about week 1, maybe his first carry? That'd probably be a safe bet.
Yeah,
for
the
2
play
yards
where he gets hurt. Exactly.
Exactly. No, I mean, we saw him we went to the Washington game, and I think that was maybe week 8, and he was already out, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. So
yeah,
but that's what gave Chuba Hubbard his opening there to come in and play. So we'll see.
Right.
All right. Number 2. Now this one again, he had injuries late in the year, but I think he did come back one of the weeks that All Day was doing moments for, but maybe he just didn't perform, and that's DeAndre Hopkins. This guy is one of the top receivers in the entire NFL. God, I get a moment for this guy.
And how is he going to get a moment next season if he is not going to be on the field for the first 6 weeks? It's like DeAndre Hopkins is going to be erased from the NFL.
They will, because they're doing these rewind packs, right, for weeks 1 through 12, and he definitely played well in the first 9 or 10 weeks of the season. So he'll have a moment in these rewind packs, but definitely somebody who I'm sure a lot of collectors are excited about getting a moment for. All right, the big reveal number one, it's got to be King Henry, right? I mean, this guy. I mean, when you think about moments, for me, it's it's great to have a player, but you love to see just like really great plays they make, and you feel like this guy with the stiff arms he delivers, there's going to be some amazing moments for him. So.
Yes. Going back to the old Angry Runs theory, if they did an Angry Runs series, oh my God, that would be Derrick Henry all the way.
Absolutely.
Did he play in the playoffs? I think he did, didn't he? He played against
Cincinnati.
the Bengals.
Yeah, he did, but he didn't play well. They did a really good job of containing him. And so I don't think he had like a moment that really, I mean, especially for his premiere moment, I actually think All Day did the right thing and waited, and probably they've got a couple in the rewind packs. I mean, you think about it, if it was just a bunch of scrubs in these rewind packs, no one would want to buy them. So there's going to be some really solid star players in these packs that are going to have debuts that are going to be what motivate people to buy, and Derrick Henry is definitely one of them.
Now, I would just like to go on the thought that, they went and they did this historical thing.
Mm-hmm.
They did the historical pack, and it's leaving these types of guys off of the list. It almost seems kind of odd that they would have gone historical versus trying to go back and get some of the moments from guys like this. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Just a thought. I mean, maybe they would have had to go back so far to get Christian McCaffrey that it just wouldn't even been worth it. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the thing I'll say too is I think the historical pack drop was like kind of a test, right? I think they wanted to see how it would do with the the beta and such. I would be surprised if we see another historical pack for a while, but maybe we will. But just the way that some of those values have dropped, and I mean really the whole market has dropped a bit, but the historicals have especially taken a hit. So I'll be curious to see if we see another historical pack anytime soon.
Right, and I think the thing that we learned from our top 5 list is that injuries make a huge difference in who came out, and because they started in the middle of a season or towards the end of a season, that kind of threw everything off. So that's why we're not seeing certain moments from certain players. But I think going into the 2022 season, everybody's pretty much injury free going in, except for like maybe 1 or 2 players,
right? Or like you said, Hopkins is suspended.
Right, so we're going to see like a couple, but I mean, as far as like, I would think that they'd be able to find a moment from somebody kind of moving forward, but it's tough starting towards the end of a season, so that's why we have these crimes being committed.
Yeah. All right, so speaking of crimes committed, what crimes did we commit? Who did we leave off the list that should have been in the top 5? Let us know in the comments. Get after us, and we'll see you on the next video where we go down the top 5 defensive players that need a moment.